As you wake up alone, laying on the cold concrete floor with nothing but a thin blanket, you remember how this all began, the day that they arrived. It started off as just another day. Classes from 9, but you were done by 2 and headed home to catch up on your favourite TV show. But when you got home, your flatmate was watching the news, mouth open in awe, wonderment and fear. As you watched the broadcast, your jaw dropped as you saw the footage. Aliens. Aliens had finally made contact. While they looked like humans, the light that emitted from their chest and their coarse upstanding hair, and most obviously their unusually shaped spaceships, were like nothing you had ever seen. You were amazed and curious, but you did fear what they might mean. Some weeks later, the aliens appear as if they don't intend on leaving. Without being able to communicate with them, no one is particularly sure. Scientists, anthropologists, and world leaders had all tried in one way or another to find a common language, but with little success. More days pass, and you start to notice strange things. Your local shopping centres have closed down and are now set up as alien campsites, and the humans aren't allowed to go there. They've made that much very clear. But cars are disappearing overnight, and there are rumours of friends going missing. No one knows if they're true for sure, but the stories are there. A few weeks later, when your Wi-Fi doesn't work, you find the electricity is out, as is the apartments next door. You walk outside and find all the street lights aren't working either. The only light being provided is now by the moon and the stars. The next day, you walk the 2 suburbs to check in on your mum. When you get there, the door was unlocked. Assuming she'd gone for a walk, you go to the fridge but find that her power isn't on either. You wait there for hours, but the power doesn't come back on, and neither does your mother return. After waiting another day and asking around the neighbourhood, you know that the rumours are true. She's gone. They had taken her. You feel helpless, hungry, and after realising that the aliens were here to stay, you're now terrified. What had happened to your mother? Was she even alive? Who was next? You curl up under a blanket and cry yourself to sleep. The world around you starts to collapse, both physically and emotionally. Buildings seem to fall to the ground as if by magic. Humans turn into scavengers as food becomes more and more scarce, but small groups of people band together in an effort to remain safe. The aliens seem to be thriving in our land, with plenty of food and water. Of course, they'd taken most of the food from us. They just sat there and watched the human race suffer. But you know it's not safe to approach them. Their supernatural powers are no match for the weapons that we have. Perhaps they won't ever leave. Perhaps this is now your fate. A life of oppression, losing your family, having no food and no water. This is the reality. Your land has been invaded.